welcome to Wine Down Wednesday. It's your girl Kai.
I'm TNT. Hey y'all.
And we are
two dope black women
tasting, discussing, and spilling tea over wine.
Over wine.
So today we have a new segment that we want to introduce to you guys. And that segment we're going to be calling Tea Bag. All puns intended. And this segment is more so we can do a little bit more of the spilling tea of the tasting and the discussing and the spilling tea.
Over wine.
Right. So today, we're going to be including that at the beginning of each video, or...
Yeah, we're still trying to play around with how we want to do the teabag segment. So, we can ask you guys, how would you want us to introduce that segment? You want it at the beginning, middle, end? Comment below and let us know where. So we're going to start off with it in the beginning. And then also, for those of you who really enjoy the teabag and maybe just want to catch those segments, we're going to also be introducing the teabag as its own separate episode as well. So you'll catch it in the review. And then if you want to just catch the teabag, it'll also be its own separate video. So you guys can get that as well.
So we'll be talking about a number of different topics. We're also open to answering questions that you guys may have, whether that's about wine, about life, if you want some of me and TNT's experience or advice in regards to whatever your situation is whatever your situation is.
Yeah.
Feel free to send a letter or email to our Wine Down Wednesday email address, which will be in the description below.
Yes. And then, so here's how we want to do it. We want to shout you guys out and recognize you for being Wineoisseurs. Mm-hmm. So there's multiple ways that you could submit your topic. So you can submit the topic in the Facebook group if you're in the Facebook group. If you're not, go ahead and request to follow our Facebook group. The Facebook page information is in the description of this video. Also, you can do it in Instagram. So you can DM us on Instagram, or you can put it in any of our video comments and say, hey, talk about this. I want to hear y'all talk about that. Tell me a little bit more about this. So also, there is the email. So you can email it to us, and our email address is winedownwednesday1019@gmail.com. That's also going to be in the description. If you guys want to be anonymous, just tell us that. If you DM it to us or if you email it to us, just let us know that you want to be anonymous, because what we're going to do is we're also going to shout out who submitted the topic as well before we talk about it. And then also, the topics can be rated G all the way to rated XXX.
Ooh.
So you guys can ask us anything, and we are going to talk about it.
The good, the bad, and the nasty.
The good, the bad, and the freak nasty.
Ooh.
So just let us know what y'all want us to talk about. Submit those. We'll be taking them in all those methods. And also, we did have a submission. So you want to play around with it? Do like a quick little tea bag?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so we had a submission from Michael on Instagram.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Michael. So Michael DM'd us and he said, will you guys talk about Trump? And I was like, okay. We said we'll talk about anything. So today's topic for Teabag is Trump. So what do you think?
I mean, I don't really have much to say. I didn't vote for him the first time or the second time. I'm just ready for him to get on, pack your bags, and get on out to the left. Wait,
to the left. So that's funny, because one of the things that I think about when I think about Trump is when, if you listen to the Friend Zone podcast with Hey Friend, Hey Asante, and Look at Dustin, they were talking about Melania didn't even vote for Trump. Like, she voted for Biden and was like, I'm trying to hurry up and get up out this house.
I know that's right, too.
So they said she over it. But I agree with Kai. One, I didn't vote for Trump either time. I don't understand the women who did vote for Trump after the grab him in the pussy hole fiasco. That part just floored me when women were actually voting for him. And then it kind of bothered me when you would see these videos where these women would admit that they voted for Trump as a joke because they didn't think he would win. And I'm like, voting for somebody as a joke is exactly how they're going to win, because guess who else thought it was funny? Everybody else that voted for that person as a joke too. So I just don't like how Trump handled the whole pandemic stuff. I feel like this pandemic could have been over. So if you follow us on Twitter, we have retweeted this one guy said, yeah, and I still don't like how y'all, I can't remember his name, I wish I did. He was like, I still don't like how y'all handling this pandemic. This stuff should have been over with 2 months ago, but since y'all act like y'all don't want to stay in the house, now this is what we have to deal with. So I just don't like how he handled the pandemic. I don't like how, he handled the whole presidency. I don't like how dude was like legit an internet troll. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't like him. And I was a Celebrity Apprentice watcher. And, on Celebrity Apprentice, you really didn't see him. So it's just, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't say I don't like him, because I don't really dislike anybody. Let me correct that. I don't like how he handled his presidency. So,
not to mention the Black Lives Matter and all of the police brutality that happened this summer and how he responded to that. So
yeah, it's depressing. For those of you who are watching that are not in the United States, y'all don't even really understand the stuff that we're going through with just due to this pandemic alone. Like, other countries have already been, they're already out of the woods. Their cases are low. No more cases. Cases are dying down, and the U.S. is still steadily rising. And it just sucks because, I'm out here watching the businesses here, the smaller businesses just fold, and they're not making it. And it's like every other day I'm seeing these small businesses in this city like close, and it makes me sad because these small businesses had so much to offer us, and now they're just closed because they couldn't weather the storm of the pandemic. So praying that they find a way to reopen, because a lot of those small businesses I loved and still love, and I hope to see them back. So
yeah, I'm excited for our new president-elect and vice president-elect. I'm just ready for things to get back to
what
normal.
We deem normal.
Yeah. Like they said, I seen one meme where it's like, now we can finally go back to the normal racism we used to. And I was like, you know what? That's right. I agree.
The one where you didn't know they were racist, and they out there talking about, well, my neighbor is black. That racism, so it's just, racism is going to be another topic. Maybe somebody will submit it and we'll talk about that. We'll dive into racism, that's
going to have to be towards
that's
the
a
end,
whole,
after I've already had 2 glasses.
That's a whole other conversation. But, that's just a little bit of how, we feel about Trump. And that's just a snippet of how the tea spilling segment is going to go. We're going to be totally honest. We're going to give you our opinions, and our opinions are going to be approved by us. So,
period.